Have you ever trusted someone so completely that you'd give them your whole world? That was Rachel with Tom. They met at a bookstore, both reached for the same novel, their hands touched, and they laughed. It felt like something from a movie. Tom had kind eyes and a smile that made her feel safe. Within months, Rachel knew she'd found her person, the one she'd been waiting for. Tom was everything she'd ever wanted: reliable, thoughtful, present. When her mother got sick, he drove her to the hospital every single day. When she lost her job, he held her while she cried and told her everything would be okay. He was her rock, her safe place. She trusted him with everything: her fears, her dreams, her passwords, her heart. 3 years in, they started planning their future: wedding dates, baby names, the house with the blue shutters they'd drive past every Sunday. Rachel had never been so sure about anything in her life. But trust is a fragile thing, and sometimes it doesn't break with a bang, it crumbles in whispers you never hear. It started with a phone call Rachel wasn't supposed to answer. Tom was in the shower, his phone buzzed on the counter. The screen lit up with a message: "Last night was perfect. When can I see you again?" Rachel's heart stopped, her hands shook as she picked up the phone. Then another message came through: "I know you can't leave her yet, but I'm willing to wait." Hurry. The shower turned off. Rachel stood there frozen, the phone burning in her hands. Tom walked out, saw her face, saw the phone, and in that split second she watched him decide. Not to explain, not to apologize, to defend. "It's not what you think," he said calmly, too calmly. "Then what is it?" Her voice cracked. He looked at her with those same kind eyes that once made her feel safe, but now they were calculating, cold. "Rachel, you're overreacting. She's just a friend from work. Friends don't say, 'I can't leave her yet.'" He sighed like she was being difficult, like she was the problem. "You're going through my phone now, where's the trust?" And that's when Rachel realized something that shattered her more than the messages. He wasn't just cheating. He was making her question her own reality, making her feel crazy for believing what her eyes had seen. That's the cruelest kind of betrayal, not just breaking trust but making you doubt yourself for having it in the first place. The next few days were a blur. Tom swore it was nothing. He promised to end it. He cried, he begged, but Rachel noticed something she'd missed before: the late meetings that were never on his calendar, the weekends he needed to help a friend move, the way his phone was suddenly always face down. All the whispers she hadn't heard because she was too busy trusting him. She moved out on a Tuesday. Tom didn't fight for her, not really, and that told her everything she needed to know. The months after were brutal. Rachel questioned everything. Had she been too trusting, too naive? Had there been signs she missed? She replayed 3 years in her mind, looking for clues she'd been blind to. But slowly something shifted. Rachel realized that her trust wasn't the problem, her love wasn't foolish. She hadn't done anything wrong by believing in someone. Tom's betrayal didn't make her stupid, it made him unworthy. Trust isn't weakness, it's courage. And just because someone crushed it doesn't mean you should never give it again. Today, Rachel is rebuilding, not the same person she was, but someone stronger. Someone who knows that the right person won't make you question your reality. They'll protect the trust you give them like the precious gift it is. Because love without trust is just a pretty lie, and Rachel deserves more than whispers in the dark. She deserves the whole truth, spoken out loud in daylight. And one day, she'll find someone brave enough to give it to her.